and I will adjourn that meeting, and then we will call the November meeting to order. Items that were to be postponed in October should be on our November agenda, okay? So we're gonna go through this, and if there's any questions come up during the meeting from a legal standpoint, I got my assistant sitting right here. All right. If you have any beepers or cell phones, please put them on silent. When I ask the secretary to please call the roll.
Mr. Seeger? Ms. Parker? Mr. Willie?
Here.
Mr. Richard?
Here.
Mr. Doherty?
Here.
Mr. Baggert? Mr. Fitzmaurice? Mr. Crawford? Mr. Drum? Mr. Randolph? Chairman, we have a quorum.
Thank you. If anyone disagrees with the commission, you have the right to appeal it to the council. There's cards over here on my right on the railing. And the same thing's true about speaker cards. If you want to speak on any of these items, please fill out a speaker card and get to staff, and they'll get it up here to us. Public speaking, each side will have 10 minutes with a 5-minute rebuttal. And after the case is heard, if you want to stay, that's fine. If you want to leave, please exit the building, not just go out in the foyer, because the sound comes back in. Please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance.
Gracious Father, in your holy name, once again, we come to you to say thank you for all the blessings you bestowed in our lives. We thank you for this day that you presented and allowed us to enjoy. Lord, we thank you also for our families. We thank you for this parish, our government. Lord, bless our employees in a mighty way. And gracious Father, we ask a special blessing upon our commission and those that's in the audience, that's on that, whether they're petitioners or developers. We ask that you allow us to make the right decision that's in the best interest for all. Bless us in a mighty way. And it's in your holy name we pray. Amen. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So that
We have an item that I need to take care of. There was some discussion about reappointing a parliamentarian when Mr. Lauren passed away. He was our parliamentarian, and I thought we had done this, but we went back and checked minutes, and apparently I didn't. So, Mr. Fitzmaurice, will you serve as our parliamentarian? Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. Next item, approval of the September 10th minutes, which was in your packet. Hopefully you reviewed them. Do I have a motion?
I move for adoption.
Motion by Mr. Baggert to adopt. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Randolph. Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. All right. Public hearings, requests for postponement. Staff, do we have any?
Yes, sir. The following subdivisions have requested postponement to the November meeting.
Which one?
There's a group of them.
Okay.
All right. So it's 2018 1105-PP. It's Providence Park Phase 1. 2019-1604-PP. River Park Estates Phase 2, 2019-1638-PP, Spring Lakes Phase 3, 2019-1633-FP, Grand Maison Phase 3C, 2019-1640-FP, Maison du Lac Phase 3B.
All right. Find those and. No, I need to read them into the record and then we have to postpone them individually. 11:05. All right, the first item is 2018-1105 PP, Providence Park Phase 1, developer owners Providence Park LLC. Engineer is SLD Engineering and Surveying. Parish Council District Representative Honorable James Thompson. General location, the property is located on the east side of Louisiana 1077, north of US Highway 190, Covington, Ward 1, District 3. I'll accept the motion to postpone. Commissioner Baggert. Pardon? Do I have a second? Second by, Wendy. Second by Commissioner Crawford. Does anyone in the audience wish to speak on this? Seeing no hands, no one standing up, I'll call for the vote. Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is 2019-1604 PP, River Park Estates Phase 2, developer owners River Park Estates LLC, engineer surveyor Deep South Design Group LLC, Parish Council District Representative Honorable James Thompson. General location, the property located on the north side of MP Blanchet Road, west of Louisiana Highway 25, Covington, Ward 3, District 3. Anyone in the audience wish to speak on this? I'll close to, bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Baggert. Motion by Mr. Baggert to postpone. Commissioner Drum. Okay, we got a motion and a second, right? Okay. Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is 2019-1638 PP, Spring Lake Estates Phase 3, developer owner Lonesome Development LLC, engineer surveyor Richard C. Lambert Consultants LLC, Parish Council District Representative Honorable James Thompson. General location, this property is located on the east side of Louisiana 1077, west of Tantella Ranch Road, north of US Highway 190, Covington, Ward 1, District 3. This is a request by the developer, right, Chris?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Anyone in the audience wish to speak on this? We do have a card on Matthew Allen, but this is going to be rolled over to the November, and we'll hear it later in tonight's meeting.
No comment on that right now.
Okay. Anyone else? I'll close it to the floor to the public and bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Randolph.
Motion to postpone.
Motion to postpone by Commissioner Randolph. Commissioner Fitzmaurice.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Fitzmaurice. Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. All right, the next one's 2019-1633. Grand Maison, Phase 3C, Developer Owners Grand Maison Development LLC, Engineer Surveyors Kelly McHugh and Associates, Incorporated, Parish Council District, Honorable Reichert Toledano. General location, property located on the east side of Louisiana 59, south of Interstate 12, Mandeville, Ward 4, District 5. Anyone in the audience wish to speak on that one? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Fitzmaurice.
Motion to postpone.
Motion by Commissioner Fitzmaurice to postpone. Commissioner Randolph.
Second?
Second by Commissioner Randolph. Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next one is 2019-1640 FP, Maison du Lac, Phase 3B, Developer Owners WBB Realty LLC. Engineer is Richard C. Lambert Consultants LLC. Parish Council District, Honorable Marty Dean. General location, property located on the west side of Louisiana 1085, north of Louisiana Highway 21, Covington, Ward 1, District 1. Anyone in the audience wish to speak on this item? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Fitzmaurice.
Motion to postpone.
Motion by Commissioner Fitzmaurice to postpone. Commissioner Crawford.
Second. Second.
Second by Commissioner Crawford. Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. All right, we'll go back to the front of the agenda. This is entering parish right-of-way, servitudes, easement, and Tammany trace. Entering the parish right-of-way, request to enter the parish right-of-way for Ozone Street, Town of Mandeville subdivision, for proposed subdivision for the purpose of extending the street and installing drainage features. Debtors, SMS Holdings LLC, Parish Council District, Honorable Jake Grovey. General location, the property is located on the north side of Jones Street, east of Salt Street, Mandeville, Ward 4, District 7. Staff?
Yes, sir. The petitioner is requesting to enter the parish right-of-way, specifically the unopened portion of Ozone Street, north of Jones Street.
Okay. Anyone in the audience wish to speak on this item? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Crawford.
Yes, do we have anybody in the audience representing the request? Can you come up to the podium, please? And state your name, please.
Mel Fashion.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about what's going on here? The map is a little tough to see. I've been out there and I think I have a grasp of it. I just wanted to.
Basically, which is gonna be on the next agenda. We bought 20 lots that we're gonna create into 10 lots for building houses. And in that property that we bought, we're gonna extend Ozone 350 feet from Jones Street towards, I can't remember the name of the street, but, and then add 50 feet to Rapitel.
Yeah, the Rapitel, that's pretty straightforward. So you're just gonna extend that piece 50 more feet, is what you're
That
saying?
one will be 50 feet, the other ones will be 350 feet.
Right, so you'll be putting in a street, basically?
That's correct.
Okay, is that gonna be paved?
That one will because Ozone is, yes.
I'm sorry?
It will be asphalt because we gotta tie into Ozone, which is
Okay.
asphalt.
Okay, okay. No more questions for me.
Okay, Commissioner Fitzmaurice.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Fitzmaurice to approve. Do I have a second? Commissioner Drum.
Yes, sir, I second.
Second by Commissioner Drum. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is entering parish right-of-way. Request to enter the parish right-of-way for Rapitel Street, Town of Mandeville subdivision for the purpose of extending the street and installing drainage features. Debtor is SMS Holdings LLC, Parish Council District Honorable Jacob Groby. General location, the property is located on the east end of Rapitel Street, south of Armand Street, east of Salt Street, Mandeville, Ward 4, District 7. Staff?
Yes, sir. Petitioner is requesting to enter the parish right-of-way, specifically the unopened portion of Rapitel Street, for the purpose of gaining access to property.
All right. You have any questions on that one? Okay. Anyone in the audience wish to speak on that? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Fitzmaurice.
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Fitzmaurice. Commissioner Crawford. Second by Commissioner Crawford. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is revocation review, REV 19-09-003, the revocation of Louisa Street and a portion of Rusella Avenue located on the west side of Louisiana 59 across Lotus Lane, first subdivision of Glendale Heights, Mandeville, Louisiana, Ward 4, District 10. The applicant is PTP Properties, LLC. It's in Parish Council District of Honorable Maureen O'Brien. Staff?
Yes, the applicant is proposing to revoke the unopened portions of Louisa Street and Rusella Street. The applicant, PTP Properties, desires to assimilate the properties into their existing property.
All right. Mr. Shane?
Mr. Chairman and Honorable Commission, Jeff Shane of the Jones Fussell Law Firm at P.O. Box 1810 in Covington, and I represent the owners who are the petitioners in this revocation, PTP Properties LLC. I think the drawing gives you the configuration of the right-of-ways. There are no physical facilities, streets, utilities, et cetera, within those right-of-ways. My client is in the process of marketing the property and wishes to revoke these right-of-ways so that there will obviously be continuous ownership of a rectangular tract. So we appreciate staff's recommendation and ask that you recommend the revocation of the streets in question. If any of you have any questions, I'll be glad to address them at the appropriate time.
Thank you, Mr. Shane.
Yes, sir.
Anyone in the audience wish to speak on this? Seeing none, I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Randolph.
Yes, sir. Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Randolph to approve. Commissioner Seeger.
Second that motion.
Did we have a second? Okay, all right. Commissioner Seeger, second. All right. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is minor subdivision review, 2019-1608-MSP, a minor subdivision of parcel A2B2 being 3.07 acres into parcel A2B2-1, A2B2-2, A2B2-3, A2B2-4. The owners are Lusk Management LLC, Blake Lusk. Surveyors Kelly McHugh and Associates. Parish Council Districts, Honorable Riker Toledano. General location, the property located on the south side of Hickory Street, east of US 190 Service Road, Covington, Ward 4, District 5. Staff?
The applicant is requesting to create 4 lots from a 3.07 acre parcel. The minor subdivision request requires public hearing due to Lot A2B2 was being part of a minor subdivision approved in 2018. and Lot A2, B21, B22, and B23 do not meet the minimum lot size of 1 acre and requires a waiver from the Planning Commission. Staff has no objection to the request.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Please state your name and address.
Sure. It's Blake Lusk, 792 Rue Bordeaux, Covington, Louisiana, 70433.
Okay. Tell us what you're trying to do here.
Trying to rezone this lot into separate little tiny parcels in order to meet with my architect and actually build something on this land. I'm looking to build duplexes on the lots titled A2B2-2 and A2B2-1, and either a single-family home or hopefully an adult residential care facility, which is a single-family residence on the A2B2-3. And then with the 75-foot of passage, that would allow for the access to the lot A2B2-4.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone in the audience wish to speak on this item? Yes, sir. Oh. Didn't want to speak. All right, bring back to the commission. Do we need a motion? Let's see, this is Commissioner Randolph.
I have a question for the young man just stepped away.
Yes.
Your name again?
My name's Blake Lusk.
Okay. Say that again?
Lusk.
Lusk.
L-U-S-K,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Happens every time. Every phone conversation, everything.
Okay. As you stand there, I appreciate you explaining what your plans are for each one of the lots. We're gonna have to vote on a waiver as well. Staff, I know that in your presentation you said that you guys do not have any problem with the redesign of the property. What about the zoning itself? Will it still fit in the actual zoning criteria?
Well, as you may recall, Mr. Lusk was in front of the zoning commission a couple of months ago to request a zoning change. This does not prevent him from going through the minor subdivision process. However, everything will be in line and meet the requirements of the minimum lot size under that particular zoning.
Okay. With that in mind, I make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
With the waivers, right?
With the waivers.
Motion by Commissioner Randolph to approve with waivers. Commissioner Drum.
I second that motion.
Second by Commissioner Drum. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Required 8 votes and we had 9, so. Next item is 2019-1624-MSP, a minor subdivision of 1.63 acres into parcel A and B. Owners are Judy Williams Cannon, surveyors Land Surveying LLC, Parish Council District Representatives Honorable Richard Tanner. General location, the property located on the west side of Louisiana 41, north of Louisiana Highway 40, Ward 5, District 6. Staff?
The applicant is requesting to create 2 parcels from a 1.63 acre parcel. The minor subdivision request requires a public hearing due to parcel A not meeting the minimum lot size of 1 acre and requires a waiver from the Planning Commission. Staff has no objection to the request, considering that both parcels meet the minimum lot width and the maximum density allowable under A3, subject to amending the survey to have the signature line for the chairman of the Planning Commission.
Thank you. Anyone in the audience wish to speak on this? Is anyone here to represent Cannon? Would you please come up and state your name and address, please, ma'am?
Hi, I'm Judy Cannon. My address is 81833 Highway 41, Bush, Louisiana.
Okay. And your intent is to what?
I want to divide it so I can give the .6 acres to my sister so
Okay.
she can put a modular home on it.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else wish to comment on this? I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Seeger.
Move to approve.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Seeger. Commissioner Randolph.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Randolph. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is 2019-1630-MSP, a minor subdivision of 2.19 acres into parcel A and B. The owners are Joy Barron Fitzmaurice, surveyors John G. Cummins and Associate, Parish Council District Representatives Honorable James Thompson. General location, the property is located on the west side of Louisiana 25, north of C. Gotti Road, Ward 2, District 3. Staff?
The applicant is requesting to create two parcels from a 2.19 acre parcel of land. Parcel A does not meet the minimum lot size of 1 acre and requires a waiver from the Planning Commission. Staff has no objection to the request.
Okay, thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, I'm Joy Barron Fitzmaurice. I'm a lifelong resident of St. Tammany Parish. I own and operate Joy's Beauty Salon since 1970. I'm here for a mini subdivide for inheritance. All on said property will remain the same. This is for my two daughters, Shannon Fitzmaurice Tucker and Sheila Fitzmaurice Love. And the reason I want to do this is I have a pacemaker, AFib, and I will be facing heart failure. So I need to get my affairs in order for my two daughters. I ask for your compassion for me and my two daughters to pass this for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the audience wish to speak on this? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Willie. Should be.
Okay, I'm on now. Yes, just the way the buildings are arranged on the property, this is the only common sense way she could, divide the property equally. So I move for approval with the waiver.
Okay. Commissioner Seeger.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Seeger. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You have a good evening. Stay warm, though. All right. Next item is 2019-1635-MSP. It's a minor subdivision of 41.36 acres into parcels A, B, C, and D. The owners, Mark and Lisa Wise. Land surveyor is Land Surveying, LLC. Parish Council District Representative, Honorable Jacob Groby. General location, the property located at the ends of both Isaac Road and Prosper Road, west of Louisiana Highway 434, Lacombe, Ward 7, District 7. Staff?
The applicant is requesting to create four parcels from a 41.36 acre parcel of land. The minor subdivision requires a public hearing due to parcel A not meeting the minimum lot width required under A1 Suburban along Isaac Road, and also parcel D not meeting the minimum lot width along Prosper Road. In regards to parcel B and C, they are not having public road frontage, and they're being accessed via a 30-foot access servitude. I'd like to mention that in regards to the third comment, it is no longer applicable. I submitted to you a copy of the new survey And parcel C and D have been amended, and they are now 300 feet wide. So at this time, staff is not opposed to the request and would like to recommend approval as proposed.
All right, thank you. Yes, sir. Please state your name and address.
My name's Mark Wise. Live at 28130 Isaac Road in Lacombe, Louisiana.
Okay. And what are we trying to do, Mark?
Just trying to subdivide our property for financing reasons. I can't get any comps for my house to get into long-term financing, and while we were subdividing, able to get comps on the 10 acres in the house, and then split 2 pieces out for my children for an inheritance for the 2 5-acre pieces, and then what was left over is just what was left over for land financing.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak on this item? I'll close it to the public, bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Crawford.
Helen, you said that y'all have no objection at this point with the changes?
Correct. As you can see on the revised survey, parcel C and parcel D have been amended, parcel C and parcel D have been amended, and they're now meeting the minimum lot width of 300 feet under the A1 suburban. So that was the major objection, but the owner here worked with us and submitted a revised survey, so we're in favor of the request.
Good, okay. In that case, I move for approval.
Motion by Commissioner Crawford to approve. Commissioner Randolph.
And we have the 2 waivers as well still required.
That's with the waivers? Yes. Okay. Commissioner Randolph.
And the waivers is, those are what, lots or parcels A and B, right?
It's for parcel A and, well, first it's A and D. As you can see, he's requesting a waiver along the road. Well, the property in itself just dead ends in the road. So it's not like if he cannot meet the requirement, there's any way for him to meet the requirements. And also to allow for parcel B and C to be accessed through the servitude of passage.
Okay, all right, I'll second.
Second by Commissioner Randolph. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Next item is 2019-1636-MSP, a minor subdivision of Lot B4 into Lots B4A and B4B. The owners are Grand Homes, John Plow III, Kelly McHugh and Associates as a surveyor, Parish Council District Representative Honorable Marty Dean. General location, property located on the south side of Brewster Road, west of Grand Oaks Boulevard, Madisonville, Ward 1, District 1. Staff?
The applicant is requesting to create 2 parcels from a 1.07 acre parcel. Once again, parcel B4A and B4B do not meet the minimum lot size of 1 acre required under the subdivision regulation and requires a waiver of the regulation. Staff has no objection to the request.
Thank you. Mr. Plow, Mr. Morone.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Paul Morone on behalf of Mr. Plew and Grand Homes. You may recall that I appeared before you several months ago in your capacity as the zoning commission and requested to rezone these particular parcels, which was 1 parcel at the time, to its current A3 zoning in order to allow for this re-subdivision. The purpose of which was to create these lots, and so we would respectfully request your approval. I would point out that even with the lots being about a half acre, they are still consistent with not only the underlying zoning, but also the surrounding lots, and in fact are a little bit larger than many of the lots in that area. So we would respectfully request your approval of the submittal in accordance with the staff's recommendation with the waiver.
Thank you, Mr. Morone. Anyone in the audience wish to speak on this? Seeing no one come forward, we'll close it to the public and bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Baggert. Motion by Commissioner Baggert to approve. Commissioner Fitzmaurice.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Fitzmaurice.
With the waiver.
Any further discussion?
With the waiver.
With the waivers. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Back with you now. All right, next item is 2019-1647-MRP, a re-subdivision of lots 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, square 311, side A, into lots 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A, and lots 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, square 311, side B, into lots 1B, 2B, 3B, 4B, 5B, 6B, 7B, 8B, and 30B. Town of Mandeville, owners are Affordable Homes and Land LLC, Mr. Robert Roger, owner, that is the owner. J.V. Burks and Associates is the surveyor. Parish Council District Representative, Honorable Jake Groby. The property is located on the east and west sides of Coeur Carson Street Extension on the northwest corner of Salt Street and Preble Street, Mandeville, Ward 4, District 7. Staff?
The owner is requesting to re-subdivide 36 lots into 15 buildable residential site. The reason for the public hearing requirement is that the proposal involved the creation or the adjustment of more than 5 lots. Staff has no objections to the request as shown on the attached survey, subject to the following: renumber the lots, revise the date on the survey, add the following notes regarding the detention pond, and amend the street names.
All right, someone here representing the owner? Yes, sir. Please state your name and address.
My name is Robert Roger, 2229 LaBarre Street, Mandeville.
Okay. And we're just changing the lots and size and everything, is that right, Helen?
No, these are lots of record.
Lots of
and
record.
we're just combining into resubs.
Right.
When the roadway goes in, it's easier for the parish and also us to identify it by resub.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else in the audience wish to speak on this item? I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Crawford.
I don't have any comments. I'd move for approval.
Motion by Commissioner Crawford to approve. Commissioner Randolph.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Randolph. Any further discussion? Helen, on the staff report, of course, I'm going back to the original October. It had 36 lots into 19 and then parentheses 15. Did that get corrected?
Yeah, I corrected it, yes. Thank
Okay.
you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Seeing no further discussion, please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. All right, petitions and waivers request, we have none. Dormant subdivision review, we have none. Tentative subdivision review, we have none. And the next 3 items were postponed. final subdivision review. First item's 2019-1603 FP, Ashton Park, fourth filing, developer owners First Horizon Incorporated, engineer surveyors Benchmark Group LLC, Parish Council District Representative Honorable Chris Canulet. General location, the property is located on the south side of Haas Road, east of US Highway 11 and north of Queens Drive, Slidell, Ward 8, District 8. Staff?
Yes, sir. This project was postponed at the September 10th, 2019 meeting. Periodic inspections have been made by this office during construction, and the second final inspection was made on September 24th, 2019. The inspection disclosed that all the concrete roads are constructed, subsurface drainage is functioning, and detention ponds are constructed. Should the Planning Commission approve the request for final approval, a warranty obligation will be required for the infrastructure in the amount of 2,660 linear feet at $25 per linear foot, for a total of $66,500 for a period of 2 years. The staff has no objection to the proposed final subdivision request. Mandatory developmental fees are required as follows. Road impact fee, $1,077 per lot at 54 lots for a total of $58,158, and drainage impact fees at $1,114 per lot at 54 lots for a total of $60,156. And the fees are due before subdivision plats can be signed. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. My name is Murray McCullough with Benchmark Group, 11328 Pennywood Avenue in Baton Rouge, 70809. As you recall, this was deferred, I guess, from the October meeting with lack of quorum. All the items on the punch list from the staff has been completed, ready to go, and we respectfully request your approval of this plat.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else in the audience wish to speak on this? I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Randolph.
Yes, Mr. Chair, motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner Randolph to approve. Commissioner Willie.
A second.
Seconded by Commissioner Willie. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. All right, the next two items, 1633 and 1640, have been postponed. Amendments to Chapter 125 subdivision regulations, we have none. Old business, we've got a waiver request, waiver to restrictive covenant number 9 on record plat for the moorings at Oak Harbor subdivision, Phase 4. Owner of lot number 68 would like to have a horseshoe driveway installed. Owner is Troy and Melissa Watson. Parish Council District Representative is Honorable Jerry Bender. General location, the property is located on the south of Oak Harbor Boulevard, east of Louisiana Highway 11, Slidell, Ward 9, District 12. Staff?
Yes, sir. The owner of lot 68 has requested a waiver of restrictive covenant number 9, which requires the driveway to be located no closer than 60 feet from the corner of the property. The proposed curved driveway would be located approximately 25 feet from the Paris Island Court and Cape Breton Drive intersecting rights-of-way. Therefore, this office has reviewed the waiver request and has no objection.
Thank you. Is the owner, Troy or Melissa Watson here? Don't see anyone coming forward. I'll leave it up to the commission as to if they want to postpone it. Pardon?
Yes.
Commissioner Baggert, motion to approve. Commissioner Fitzmaurice.
I'll second, given that the HOA has no issue with the circular driveway.
All right. We have a motion and a second, and the owner or representative was not present. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Motion carries.
Thank you. All right, new business, we have none. I'll accept the motion to adjourn. This is adjourning the October meeting. We're gonna take about a 5-minute break, and then we'll call the November meeting to order.
That's the only two postponements.